What's up? Welcome into the CHGO Bears Pregame Show. Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up. What is up, everyone? Adam Hoge, Mark Carman, and Sloth.
Hey, you guys!
So I don't like this. I don't think you should be doing this. And I know you're underneath there, but it's really creepy. Like it's just. I feel like I'm 10 and I'm at a friend's sleepover and I can't go to sleep because there's something in the house. Why are you doing this?
It's Halloween.
Well, it's Halloween. I mean, there's a reason.
Yeah, but Halloween, done and done. Saturday night, you go out, you get your stuff, it's over.
No, I think the real question, though, is it a dick move to come in costume and not tell everyone else on the show that it's costume thing?
Yeah, I mean.
Like, that's the real question here.
Halloween is tomorrow for you guys. But for me today.
He can't even see where his microphone is.
Sloth, you're nowhere
near his mouth.
Are you going to do this the whole show? Where are we at? No, you're not.
It's got to be hot under there. He can't breathe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's only got one eye hole.
Is that the mask you were wearing the other day when you scared the shit out of your daughter?
No, a different one.
Different mask.
And, you know.
No, I'm with you on this. 100% support you on this.
I did bring other masks.
Greg Rex Jr., everybody!
Hey,
you're back.
Happy Halloween. I did bring masks for you guys, too. I just figured you weren't going to be in on the bit. I did bring them. The one I wore in the leaf pile for Addie I brought, and I brought a Batman mask.
Since when are your friends Hoge and Carm not in on your bits? If you had said, I got a mask for you,
the way you reacted when I walked in, I was like, oh, they don't need the mask.
But then you...
Also,
bring them over here.
Also, if you had
Lawrence,
talked to us in the
backpack.
If Carmen talked to us in the last 35 minutes, maybe we would
have... Carm, grinding the tape.
I don't speak before the show is my new thing. I'm in very intense prep in the last 30 minutes. I'm still rattled from Thursday night's Bears After Dark with Sean Sharif, our Cowboys expert who hosts mornings there and talks to Jerry Jones once a week. Told me the way I'm sitting is not a manly way to sit, and I'm wondering if I need to make a change.
See?
That's what he brought.
Who wants to be Batman?
I'll go. You want to be Batman?
And then you got to put the mask on. Then I wore this in the leaf pile. Here, we'll do it all together.
In the leaf
pile.
pile.
Kevin, you can take a picture of us all to
This
commemorate
means the Bears are going to win.
It's Halloween, guys. Let's have some fun. Bears, Cowboys.
I don't like it.
Oh, jeez. This is...
man, Carm's face is really creepy.
Yeah, this is a lot.
And it echoes in here, and I feel like I'm getting Bragg's diseases.
Well,
all the good ones. All the good ones.
All right.
I
wanted to see your
close up.
I wanted to see the Christian
Well, that's why
Bale.
I almost was Batman for that reason.
Can we get a Christian Bale impression?
No, they're going for the ISO shot, and I was taking my mask off.
Let me know when we're good.
Do you have a Christian Bale impression?
Hey, we're putting it back on.
Is the show happening right now?
I guess not.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys.
All right.
Bears, Cowboys. It's Halloween. People are having fun today. It's a big game.
All right, I'm with Cumberland here. Can Hoge say I'm Batman?
Close up.
Batman.
No, do that again.
I feel like I had the voice right, but I said it the wrong way.
That was Christian.
How does he say it?
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Sure. I guess
That's the Christian Bale Batman, for sure.
Yeah, the best Batman, by the way. Well, let's not start that
Michael
whole thing.
Keaton.
Let's do a Bears show, guys.
Okay. We had our fun.
For those of you listening to the audio podcast, we love you and
There's
subscribe
no audio
to
podcast
There's no
and pregame
audio
show.
podcast
You've
of
only
a
been here
pregame
3
show?
months. Figure it out.
How would I
What's the point of broadcasting a pregame show when the game starts in 45 minutes?
Excellent point.
Maybe if you didn't spend an hour watching film that you should have done Thursday. I'm just totally kidding.
Oh, my God.
Everyone said, I do want to set the expectations, though. This better be the greatest pregame performance of all time for Mark Carman, because when we came in here, he's like, do not talk to me, zeroed in on my computer.
He's grinding the tape now.
I'm prepping for the show, so this better be good. That's all I'm saying.
I got a lot for you, pal.
I cannot wait to find out what you learned in the last 30 minutes.
You got that one? Okay.
I got you.
We're going to start with a new segment, though, here on this pregame that's definitely not being podcasted because it'd be worthless because the game starts in 40 minutes or whatever.
Is that how podcasting works?
Here's a new segment. It's pretty simple. It's just called This Is important.
I'm excited. I love this idea.
Lead us off, pregame guy.
Okay, so this is what's important. His name is Micah Parsons. He knows Justin Fields incredibly well. You might have heard of the name. He wears number 11. He plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He played for Penn State. He schemed up Fields in the Big Ten in college. He feels like he understands his dude. The four of them, he was one of four, the Fields and Parsons, working out together before the draft. They're buddies.
They are.
So this is a mano a mano. How do the Bears scheme for Micah, who's dealing with a minor shoulder injury that's not overly serious? Mike McCarthy not the least bit worried about him. So how do they give Fields and Fields himself take an edge over one of the best players in the NFL who's an MVP candidate? I am overstating the obvious, but their connection to me, dating back to college and leading into the draft, I just think is a very, very exciting part of today. That cat and mouse game, I will be paying very close attention.
Yeah, and mine following up on that is just how they block him or don't block him, because that's the thing you can do. As they try to get this quarterback run game going more, I'm curious, do we see more zone reads? Do we see more RPOs today? Because if you watch like how the Eagles played Micah Parsons, a lot of times they just didn't block him. You read him instead. You leave him unblocked. You give you two options. If he crashes, you keep the ball to the outside, or you hand it off if he stays on the quarterback, or you throw it to the outside if it's an RPO. There are ways to get around it, but the pressure is on Justin Fields then to make the right decision.
The Lions use the tight end a ton. The Lions did a lot of very quick. Justin Fields has trouble with these boom, quick out, wide receiver screens, whatever the hell they're called. They used a ton of those. So, but to me, it looked like there was not a ton of pressure on Goff to make those throws. So I think Fields can be successful in that. If I was watching that tape and I was Luke Getsy, I would definitely have that incorporated in my offense today.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to run right at him. That's what a lot of people say. I mean, you saw that as a problem for Roquan against Green Bay, so that might be the kryptonite move to run right at him. So it'll be interesting. My key or most important thing in this game, defensively, got to stop the run. Got to make Dallas one-dimensional. They have no Ezekiel Elliott today, and I know everyone's, saying, and it's obvious Tony Pollard's the better running back at this point in their careers. That's kind of been the case here the last couple years. But at the same time, if you've been paying attention to Dallas this year, Zeke has looked much better than he has the last couple years, and that 1-2 punch has been very good for them, and now they only have Pollard. So, yeah, while Pollard is probably more talented, obviously younger and more athletic and all that stuff, to not have that 1-2 punch, how is Tony Pollard going to do with the lion's share of the carries today? And if the Bears can make the Cowboys one-dimensional, Dak Prescott looked rusty last week.
He did.
He had balls that he threw that could have very easily been picked off. So maybe that he's still a little bit rusty, and maybe the Bears can take advantage of it if they can stop the run.
That's another one. The Lions should have picked him off multiple times.
3 times, maybe.
He threw into coverage a ton. So double coverage, triple coverage. So let's go Jaquan Brisker. Let's go Kyler Gordon. Let's go Eddie Jackson. If the Bears are going to win today, because we'll have a segment, if the Bears are going to win today, 2 picks. Not 1, 2, if they are going to win.
For the defense?
For the defense.
2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a way to win.
They won the turnover battle +3 last week. They had 4 total turnovers.
Yeah,
correct?
they also fumbled the ball 5 times.
Right.
And lost 0 of them.
That is a new Bear elite skill. When I was not talking to you, I was watching how they
fumble the ball but always get it back.
Yes, they have deciphered the direction of the fumble better under Flus than they have under any coach in Bear history, along with Richard Hightower. Give special teams coach credit.
What is
Hoge.
it? Fields has 11 fumbles and only 1 lost, I think.
Correct.
Is the stat.
Correct.
That's crazy.
Yes. And now, you were kind of joking, Carm, but
I was joking fully.
Effort and a mental emphasis on always jumping on loose balls, I am a big believer that does increase your fumble luck.
Hits.
There's definitely luck involved in fumbles, but I do think you can skew fumble luck in your favor with the way you handle them.
Well, and that has been a point
There
of it.
might actually be something to what you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't really think there was, but I thought that was just pure luck, and they better stop fumbling the ball as much as they have because it's going to come back to bite them at some point. I think you can get better at ball security. That would be something that Justin Fields, I would think, is working on along with the other 7 zillion things he does each week.
No, the first screen pass they tried to run, obviously the second one went for a touchdown to Herbert. The first time they tried to run it, it went off Herbert's hands. Ball was on the ground. Herbert went running for it like a crazed animal and made sure he got on it. And, even though it was still just an incomplete pass, I'm with Adam. As long as you keep that mentality every time the football's on the ground. They've slipped up on that a few times, but for the most part, they've been pretty consistent on sticking to the philosophy.
Couple things to mention. Yeah. One is that glorious T-shirt you see at the bottom of your screen.
What, mine?
The CHGO Locker.
Lock it in.
.com. Go check it out. That's one of the new shirts that we released this week. There's also a Bulls one.
They're both sweet.
They're both awesome.
Should I make that a staple every time you say the locker? I say lock it in. I thought that felt really good. Anybody? Okay. Lawrence, did you like it? Didn't like it?
It was fine.
Just stick to the tape.
It's hard to please Lawrence.
Lawrence is my favorite negative Nancy, miserable, loving person of all time.
He's not miserable. He's eating a donut right now, I think.
Lawrence walks in every day. You all have these people that you work with who you love dearly, but they walk in every day mad about something. That would be in general.
See, Lawrence saw me on the street. Like that? I was walking on the street with the mask, scaring the neighbors of the community.
It was a scene. I just saw him walking down the street, and I was like, "That's definitely Braggs."
People were excited for it.
Yeah, and then there was a Packers fan weirdly across the street, and you yelled, "Green Bay sucks," which I thought was perfect. I did not get a video of that.
It really happened. I was making a scene out on.
But then I think you scared the neighborhood when you and I I got closer to you, and then you sort of like pushed me into the alley. They probably thought things were going wrong for me.
Yes.
But I thought it was nice. It was good.
All right, I'll get us back on track.
Yeah, I was going to say, we also have those employees that you're always trying to keep on track. That would be you.
And me.
Nah, you guys are good.
Not so
what
bad,
I was going to say
Mark.
is, on top, that shirt is also available as a crew neck sweatshirt, so check it out. And
that's where we got off track when I said lock it in.
Yes, it is. CHGOLocker.com. Also, we got a tailgate coming up next week.
Let's go.
Okay?
Let's go.
Let's go.
And I don't know, I can't guarantee the weather next week, but this whole week the weather looks pretty good. So
did I hear
keep it going
on a certain podcast that Adam Johns might be in attendance? Is that the case, or is that not confirmed?
I don't think it's confirmed because nothing with him is ever really
peer
confirmed.
Pressure him into coming. I need to bear hug my guy.
I will mention though. Well, we had a very generous Hogan Johns listener donate some tickets to the game.
Wow.
And then CHGO stepped up and included a tailgate package with those tickets.
Wow.
And I guess I could mention, because we still have 45 minutes, if you would like to slip in my DMs, you can bid on that ticket tailgate package. It's 3 tickets. They are in the 400 level, so I'm not going to lie to you, not the greatest seats in the world, but they're in the stadium.
You're in the building.
Are they in the corner, or are they?
I think they're like 15-yard line.
That's not
level.
a bad seat.
Yeah, but you also get tickets and parking to the tailgate that we're having before the game. So it's a pretty sweet package. Includes food and drink. Also, you don't have to bet on those. You could just go to allchgo.com, get tickets to the tailgate as well, whether you're going to the game or not. That's all available. But the way we were doing the bidding
Can I get a row on that ticket?
I think it's a 37.
Okay.
Something like that.
So
Don't quote me on
Nathan
that.
Vasher?
It's in the 30s.
No,
I just.
That's where the most passionate Bears fans are.
I've
been up there many a time.
You are rising up to diehard level at 37.
Yeah.
I'm not. But God bless. That's amazing.
But the money is all going to the 22Q Family Foundation, and
that's awesome.
The way we're doing the bidding is you have to just DM me before noon. We're cutting this thing off at noon today, right at kickoff of this game. And right now, the high bid's $900. And all that money is going to the 22Q Family Foundation. So if you'd like to jump in there and beat that, you can. No pressure. Otherwise, just come to the tailgate next week anyway. We'll have fun. Absolutely. I don't know if Adam Johns is going to be there or not. I told him we could get his car in there. and he can come and go and leave. But
Come on, Johnsy.
Step it up.
we have to tell him the tailgate's at 7 a.m. though, or he'll.
Just step it up.
Come on, don't you
By
want
the way,
don't you want to hang out with this face?
And
Come on.
even if Johns doesn't come hang with us. More importantly, we want to hang with you. 62 degrees is the forecast right now. It might rain, but not until the afternoon. It's going to be a beautiful morning. There's going to be donuts. There's going to be burgers. There's going to be dogs.
Predicting rain for a week from now?
That's what it says in the afternoon.
Yeah.
PM showers. I said in the afternoon.
Listen,
in the afternoon.
Skilling.
In the afternoon.
As the
tailgate is
resident bricklayer here, don't worry about what the rain's going to say until the day before.
Well,
Impossible to predict.
guys, it looks like next week
Yeah,
we
ain't
should
it?
have
Mark
some nice
Skilling over
highs in
here.
the 60s, and there's a chance that there might be a couple showers Sunday morning, but it's a
is
week
that?
away.
I think it's supposed to be Skilling.
Is that Skilling?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Eli threw us a super chat. He said he's coming to Chicago tomorrow. He lives in Israel, and that he might come to the tailgate.
Eli, gotta come.
Let's go, Eli.
Need you.
Thank you
Eli,
for the super chat.
let's hang, Eli. I'd love to see you, man. Love to meet you.
So he's in Israel right now,
Yes, so
That's
he
awesome.
travels tomorrow.
and he's coming here. Let's handle that other super chat
Okay, let's
too,
do it.
because it's a good question. He gets back on track about the football game being played.
Oh, yeah,
today.
there's a
Sure.
gameplay. Yeah.
Isaac asks for $3. Hey, N'Keal Harry or Velus Jones Jr. having a bigger impact in the game today?
Good
What do you think?
question. I would. Well, either of those guys having a big day would be absolutely enormous for the Bears today, right? That would be a major plus. If I had to vote on who I would prefer to see have a big day, I guess I would take Velus, because that means that hopefully he does something in the kickoff return game, something on special teams, and maybe he makes a play or two on offense, so a little more dynamic of an option with Velus, but either one would be sweet.
Well, I mean, he's had a positive impact twice on offense from my eyes. Tangible impact. Obviously, the touchdown he scored in the red zone. And then last week, when Justin Fields scored his touchdown on the first touchdown drive of the game, they ran misdirection it was the same play.
Yep.
With Velus Jones going right.
Yep.
Justin Fields goes left, and that keeps the defense off balance. And that was my point when I talked about how excited I was for Velus to come in. A guy like that, you have to keep your eyes on, regardless of what his stat line says so far for his career, and that gives Justin Fields an opportunity to use that misdirection to his advantage. And honestly, if they had handed that to Velus Jones last week, he would have scored too.
Really?
Yeah, if you go back and watch that play, I mean, I'm fairly confident either guy scores, whichever way they decided to go with that. So, I think Velus Jones will continue to be an impact. N'Keal Harry still has to work his way into the offense. The fact that he even caught a pass last week is pretty impressive, honestly, considering how long he's been out.
I mean, I just thought that Justin made the right call on that play, which is why he ended up.
Right, he's like the third or fourth option there.
But I do think we might have a new segment here, Adam, going to, put this out there. The underrated point of the show. Braggs might have just gone underrated point of the show there with a detailed remembering of a play where Velus had a factor that I have not heard a lot of people talk about across town.
You weren't watching that when you were locked in your computer for
I
the
know.
last 40 minutes?
Not all of us.
I was
You're not the only tape grinder.
Give
in
us
this
one
city.
thing that you got from those 40 minutes where we were not allowed to talk to you right now. One thing.
So, what I've already mentioned a couple of them for the record, but I was dialed in on Dallas and also dialed in on how the Lions attacked them, and I thought Detroit did a very nice job of using the tight end, and I am hopeful after Luke Getsy waxed poetic this week about the value of Cole Kmet. And he doesn't care, and he doesn't know how many catches Cole Kmet has because he blocks so great, and he's such a great leader. And sure, I don't care that it's only 12 catches. I'm hoping that we see the biggest Cole Kmet that we have seen today against this Cowboy defense. Let's go 85, who, for whatever reason, the video that he did talking about the World Series on my Twitter has not taken off, and that is BS because he went, I think I tagged it wrong, because he went right at the Houston Astros saying the last thing he wants to see is the Astros winning.
Oh, I love that.
It's a great take.
Good take, Cole Kmet.
Way to go, Cole.
Good.
He's not afraid to step out. God bless him.
Cole.
By the way, just keeping you updated because I know a lot of people don't have. I think it's ESPN Plus that the game's on today.
That's so weird.
There is a game going on in London, and the Broncos just took the lead with 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Extra point pending. It is right down the middle. So it is Broncos 21.
2 timeouts for the Jags. Minute
Jaguars
43.
17.
Let's go DNVR.
And
38 points. I think that's the under at this point.
Man, they look like they've been having some fun out there.
our friends at DNVR, if you part of the All City Network, check them out. They have some amazing coverage. They've been in London all week. They've been doing shows from a pub.
Did a boat. They were on a boat.
They were on a boat.
They had listeners fly over the pond to hang out. That all happened? That's amazing.
I think they were there really to go to the game, first and foremost.
We're worldwide, Carb.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Well, it's like when the Bears were in London a couple years ago.
Hey, look
man.
at Daniel here. He says, "Hey guys, I love the show. Cheers from Brazil. Supporting my Bears from here and rooting for my guy Carlos
Oh,
Santos."
thanks, Daniel. We love you, buddy.
When we were in London a couple
Very
years
cute
ago,
dog.
we literally just tweeted out on Saturday where we were going to be Saturday night. And Braggs was there. Braggs came. All these Bears fans came. We packed this bar in London. It was like you were in Chicago.
Braggs was paying
Jared-
attention to social media on a Saturday. I did not need to.
Well, it was also the meetup where all the Bears fans were going to go for the
Okay.
Three Kings. Jarrett Payton was there. All of a sudden, this guy bear hugs me. And I'd never even met Jarrett, and it was Jarrett Payton bear hugging me.
That is a vintage Jared Payton move. You instantly are best friends. You are on. You are on the team.
are.
Which, speaking of, since you just brought him up, I'm forwarding Jared a letter that my dad wrote. My father, now 97 years old, when 34 passed away, he wrote a letter to the Payton family talking about how much he respected Walter, which I thought was just incredibly cool. So that's on the way to JP. Hashtag 34, hashtag the Payton family. Love you guys. All right, back on track. Hope.
That's awesome. Quickly, let me tell you about our friends at Shady Rays, which, let's hope you need your Shady Rays next
Hells yes.
Sunday at the tailgate. They never understood why sunglasses were so damn expensive, so they set out to change that. You don't have to break the bank for quality sunglasses because Shady Rays has you covered with premium polarized shades with world-class optical clarity, durability, and styles catered to everyone in every lifestyle. And the best part about Shady Rays is their insane lost and broken replacement deal. If you lose or break your shades on day one, they told us they will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. And even with that strong of a protection program, they still managed to make quality that I can tell you because I've had Shady Rays. I have a new pair coming on the way. They are great quality, and Shady Rays customers, they agree because there's over 200,000 5-star reviews. One of the coolest parts about Shady Rays, too, is that they also send 10 meals to fight hunger in America with every order placed, and they've donated over 20 million meals to date. So this is exclusive for our listeners. Shady Rays is running their deepest deal of the season. Use code CHGO for 50% off 2 or more pairs at shadyrays.com. Buy one, get one free. You can get 2 pairs for as low as $54. Redeem only at shadyrays.com, where you can find all their newest and best shades.
And yes, Braggs?
The Broncos just got an interception. They're going to be closing this game out.
Congratulations
DNVR.
to DNVR and Broncos fans everywhere. Game Time Tickets is the best way to get into any sporting, concert, show, whatever event you want to go to. Last row in the corner. Standing room only right now, AT&T Stadium. If you want to just get a feel for what the market is today for Bears Cowboys, which I wanted to do, $194 to get in. So it is a hot ticket today.
Jesus.
Wait, where's that at?
That is right now, if you were the cheapest seat, which is not even a seat, standing room only, to get into AT&T is $194.
That's the Bears fans
gonna be
driving
a lot
that
of Bears
price up
fans
because
there.
there's going to be a ton of Bears fans there.
Yeah. So
Our guy
that
Herb was out last night at a bar, and it was all Bears fans.
Herb Lawrence?
No.
Herb Howard.
Herb Howard?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Good clarification.
I need
because
it.
our guy Herb works here.
Our guy
We
Herb.
got a lot of our guy Herbs.
But Herb Howard's also our guy.
Hey,
He's an honorary guy.
Herb Howard is
Long-time guy.
long-time guy. Sat in the seat many times. We'll do it again. I love Herb Howard. So does everyone here. But hey, if you love CHGO, you're gonna love Game Time. The best way to support us is by buying your tickets through the link in the description. 15 million amazing people have downloaded the Game Time app. Score the best seats to all your favorite events. Game Time. And yes, well, there you're looking at the Cowboys. I'm now curious. Let's just pivot real quick here because full service here. Carm loves doing ticket situations. Bears, Dolphins right now. I wouldn't buy them right now myself, but if you do want to get in, 431 row 34, that's your cheapest, and it will get you in for $208. So a week in advance, a little nice market for the Bears and the Dolphins. I see some Bears optimism in the secondary market. Let's go.
Justin Fields starts playing a little better. Now everybody wants to start going to the games again.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Good news for the Bears. First of all, shout out. I saw Benny watching from Saskatchewan, Canada. Love that. Maybe a little
CHGO curling.
Yeah, I was going to say you can join our
Brazil,
CHGO curling.
Israel, Canada.
I'm curious, though, are we talking about like a Saskatoon or Regina?
Saskatoon.
Wow. Showing knowledge.
That's a lot of Canada.
I've
It's flexing.
I've watched a lot of random.
I believe. Am I wrong in that it's Canadian Thanksgiving on Tuesday?
That I don't know.
November 1st, I think.
I'm a big fan of Canada and curling. I do not celebrate their holidays. Oh, Canada. So I don't know about that one. Yeah. I do have good news for the Bears, though, because nobody cares about my fantasy team. We have established that.
Yes.
But I was sitting there this morning agonizing over whether or not to play Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields, knowing whatever I did, I would make the wrong decision. Mm-hmm. They both have awful matchups. Mm-hmm. Trevor Lawrence going up against the Broncos defense, Justin going up against his Dallas Cowboys front. So I did go with Trevor Lawrence.
Stupid.
And with with that interception, I think he has 6 fantasy points, which means Justin Fields will go off today. Will put up like 30.
Well, Justin Fields is in fantasy wise top 4 quarterback the last 3 weeks total.
Yeah, he's been good.
And you started Trevor Lawrence today.
And he's still like projected for very low points, which surprises me because just rushing yards alone, he's going to get you to a certain point, and then he just has to get in the end zone once or twice for it to be a respectable day.
I'll be completely honest, too. Benny says, Regina, I knew it.
And I was wrong.
Home of Akeem Hicks.
That's right.
He played there.
Thanksgiving was a couple weeks ago.
We had Thanksgiving a couple weeks ago. Well, you were close. You were close on that. Totally forgot my train of thought there now.
Fields.
If I'm totally split between 2 players in fantasy, like can't make up my mind, I will a lot of times do it like for entertainment purposes. So I was like, okay, I'll care more about this game that's going on right now if I start Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to watch the Bears game anyway. Right?
Good strategy.
So I've been more invested in this game this morning because of fantasy.
I mean, it's kind of like 6-year-old level. Like the most entertaining thing I can do right now is.
I didn't say do that with every decision. I said if it's like a coin flip, like a Robert Quinn coin flip, choosing between where he's going to move his family.
Well, I actually think it's very interesting that you went this direction. You know, Justin Fields coming off his best game of the year, 13 of 21, 179 yards, touchdown, 82 yards on the ground, 14 carries. The Bears offense scoring 33 points, 390 yards, 11 of 18 on third down. I can keep reading the stats, which is part of the stuff I was doing in my crunching here, just to have that at the ready. Damn it! But you are not sold, Adam Hoge, and I don't think you're alone on that. So that in essence is why today is, amongst a million other reasons, super exciting from a Bears viewing standpoint. Can they actually continue to move forward? Right? It's a big deal.
That was kind of part of my pregame thoughts as I was driving up today. It was like, you know, we've had a lot of anticipation and hype for games. The 49ers game, Packers game going into it 1-0. But this game does feel different because they changed our expectation level by the way they played. It was a convincing win last week on all 3 phases, special teams, defense, and offense. So it does feel different going into this game.
Yeah, and that's what I think is...
Can they double down?
Right. And I think there's a scenario where we could be doing a relatively positive post-game show even after a loss today.
Sure. Absolutely.
You know, where they're playing a good team. I think we need to give the Cowboys some credit.
Absolutely.
They have a good, really, really good defense. You know, part of the reason why I'm on the Cowboys, spoiler alert, is just you mentioned Dak Prescott being rusty last week. I don't think that's going to last. I think he's going to figure it out. I think Tony Pollard is good enough to cover up for Zeke not playing today. So, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I do think that this is a good team. And the Bears can play well today, be in the game, cover, and, still feel good about things even if they don't win.
I mean, we're going to check in with Nick in a minute here. But, look, you've got Riley Reif starting at right tackle. That ain't great. You've lost Lucas Patrick. You've lost Larry Borum. You've lost Cody Whitehair. So that's 3/5 of your offensive line to overstate the obvious. And what are you pointing at?
Look at Nick.
Look at Nick where? Oh, he's got his binoculars on.
Working.
He's doing things. But my point is that, look, the Dallas Cowboys are a Super Bowl contender. They are solid, all over the field. They've got weapons in the backfield. They've got weapons out wide. They've got a very impressive defense. They've got 29 sacks, which is 5 more than any other team in football, and the Bears are missing 3/5 of their starting offensive line.
Right.
So if they play well today and hang in there, even if they don't win, I mean, I know that people get, I don't want to line us up for moral victories here, but if they play well today offensively, that's a huge statement against this defense, period.
It's depth. I mean, you could argue Riley Reif might play better than Larry Borum, but as we know, as you go through a game, injuries happen. So, without having that depth with Lucas Patrick and Larry Borum out, that doesn't help. No, we just traded a defensive end that had the most sacks in Bears history last year, Robert Quinn. That hurts our depth. Even if you want to argue Gibson and the younger guys are going to play better than him in his as their replacement.
Kingsley Jonathan.
Well, let's bring in Nicholas Moriano from Jerry World.
Hold on, I got to scare
Gary, I am being positive. This is all positive. What's going on over there?
I don't know. Nick he's got the binoculars going, ready to go.
Does that mean he's like way atop is that what we're getting here?
I don't think we have any audio, though. I cannot hear him.
I haven't said anything yet, so can you guys hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Can't hear him.
There we go. Well, he was texting us earlier about audio issues, so I was a little nervous.
Hi, Nick.
Blink
like
twice if
Baby
you're in
Yoda?
Cleveland. No, he's in Dallas.
See, he didn't blink twice.
Reference. Thank you.
Look at that
I have a
mustache.
question, though, right away. Nick, when's the last time I saw you? Was it Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Did you have that mustache on Thursday?
No.
You would have known if I had the mustache just on Thursday, Adam. I got it Friday.
You got it Friday?
Yeah, you clearly missed the Friday preview show. Yeah,
He did. Yeah.
He debuted.
Oh, he shaved.
Yeah, he was Ted Lasso.
I thought
Yes.
he just grew that in
Me too.
10 hours. I'm like, what is going on here with the
welcome to being the two dum-dums on the show.
Thank you. I was so confused.
No, he was
I
Ted
was like,
Lasso.
where the hell did that thing come from? I did
It's always
apologize.
been there. It's always been there. But it's just, I usually have the full beard.
Full disclosure, did not see the preview show because I was at Hallis working on Friday when you guys did it, and the fact it was Friday threw me off. So it was out of my normal routine when you guys normally go Thursday. So I apologize for that. I hope everybody else watched it and consumed their awesome Cowboys knowledge from that. But Nick is what do you got?
I got 0 for Nick keeps the mustache. 1, he shaves it off.
We've done this every time. Everybody loves the mustache.
Everybody wants him to keep it.
I need to
except his girlfriend.
this
It's been established 1,000 times.
new audience,
And quite frankly, the only vote that matters is his girlfriend.
Incorrect. All that matters is the people in the chat.
And I like an updated chat as we just see him live from Dallas right now. But continue on.
All right. What do you got?
Yeah.
What's the pregame update coming from AT&T Stadium right now, Nick?
Well, guys, the stadium is open here. It's going to, I think, get around 70 degrees out today. But this is an impressive press box. Just talking to Sean over to my right here saying, hey, Soldier Field could get one of these. This would be fantastic. But they were just doing some pregame stuff. The Bears are lining up. And obviously you see at the right tackle, no Larry Borum being out with concussion. You have Riley Reif in there. And then as they're kind of going through the units, you saw Tari Carter get some reps at the left guard position really quickly. you have obviously Sam at center, but
And we
Where's
so
the-
active and ready to
Come
go.
Your internet sucks. It's AT&T apparently.
Yeah, must be that AT&T internet from the AT&T.
Little lagging.
Stadium.
Little lagging.
Wait, go through the starting O-line again. Was there something different in there? You mentioned Ja'Tyre Carter at one point.
Man, this Wi-Fi is fantastic. So there was Ja'Tyre Carter was taking reps at left guard, but that I don't think that's going to be what it ends up being. But right tackle Riley Reef was obviously the big one, that the big change there. But I think they were just kind of mixing some guys in and out.
That was like who was the company that was doing commercials like that recently, where like you only heard like certain words from what they were saying, and then you got like the completely wrong message. That's what I heard there. I was like, wait, Ja'Tyre Carter's starting? Why? No, it's Michael Schofield. But it does look like we'll get Riley Reef at right tackle. Man, he seemed thrilled to talk to us Friday about his opportunity to start. It was like one-word answers for everything. It was kind of weird. But I don't know. The way Larry Borum's kind of struggled recently, I'm not sure it's that big of a downgrade, to be honest.
Maybe it's not, but I feel like at least I got to the point in my mind where I was convinced that Riley Reef can simply not play. Because we hadn't heard from...
Wait.
Because he's not playing doesn't mean he can't.
So this Iowa guy, who's a first-round pick and actually has had a great career, just can't play. But Amir Smith-Marset, who's like one of the worst Bears we've ever seen, you're still mad that he's cut.
Okay, that was just a weird turn to somehow get Amir Smith-Marset back in this conversation. Who, by the way,
I'm just saying, hold your Iowa, your Hawkeyes to
That's what he's saying.
even standards.
What?
Here.
Hold on a second. Riley Reef has been the most forgotten about Bear this entire season. He came here with like some level of optimism that this guy was going to help, and he quickly faded, and it was obvious after the preseason that dude could simply not play. And so now we're in complete desperation, and you're going to...
Who decided he can't play?
I think everyone decided that after watching him in the preseason. Did we not decide that?
I don't know.
Didn't decide that.
I don't actually. I mean, the preseason was a long time ago. Off the top of my head, I can't think of him.
I can't
struggling.
remember.
I think the issue
Maybe it
was
just
is
meant
he
they were-
healthy?
and maybe it
he's
just-
got this playing time
that
thing
too,
in his
he was
contract
hurt.
where they're trying not to play him because
Right.
they have to pay
And
him.
maybe
more.
they were just so close, him and Larry Borum, as far as their evaluation, that they went with the guy they could develop or try to at least.
All right. We will discuss this on the post-game show. Please be with us after the show, after the game, right around 3 o'clock when this thing is over. And
Yes.
and we will do a Riley Reef breakdown. I hope that I am wrong, but I
Ooh,
am...
that's a good tease for our new segment. I was right. I was wrong.
which
we're
is
going to do in the post game.
Which is another huge thing. This is important, is huge. I was right. I was wrong. And what was the new one that I just came up with? The underrated point of the show. I mean, if you can't tell that this podcast is taking off by the minute to like new levels, I don't know what show you're watching here. Damn it.
I just can't keep track of which Iowa guys you're in on and which ones you're out on.
Listen, Amir Smith-Marset, since you're going back down this road, he got
boy.
picked up by, I don't know, he got picked up by a team that is in competition to win the Super Bowl and put on their practice squad. So clearly, somebody in the NFL thinks that Amir Smith-Marset has some untapped talent.
Don't go after Mark's locker room crushes, all right?
Do not.
Sensitive.
Do not. And did I tell you about my sweet moment with Justin Jones?
No, we have. I've been waiting to hear this
Oh,
too.
no, yeah, I haven't heard about
going
this.
on
What's
with
going
this?
on?
I go up to Justin, and I was a little bit nervous, to be honest, after the amount of attention that was generated. He's like, I'm like, hey, I don't know, whatever I said. I'm like, I'm assuming we're cool for last. So he's like, dude, I knew exactly what I was doing when I spoke into your camera.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, all right then. That's absolutely fantastic.
And he backed it up, which is the best part.
And he backed it up. He's like, dude, I knew what I was doing. So I underrate the strategicness of people in this world. Like, I didn't think there was any strategy to that at all, other than the fact that, he was just answering a question honestly in the moment. But he actually was like, I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to put it out there. And
he backed it up.
And he backed it up. So if Justin Jones, if you're thinking about getting a Bears jersey that you don't have, I am all for a nice 93 purchase, because he went right at the king. He went top of the food chain. I'm going right at Belichick, damn it. And by the way, we're going to take him down. So by the way, do you like the Jets or the Patriots today?
I love the Patriots. I think coming off that embarrassing loss.
That's
there,
an
he's
interesting
gonna-
one. But since we
Crushed
lost
the Jets.
Nick, by the way, I would have asked him Cowboys inactive. Ezekiel Elliott, everybody knows that. But Noah Brown, that's another impact player for them. Wide receiver, makes catches and does some stuff on special team. Malik Hooker, Sam Williams, Tristan Hill, Will Greer, Jabril Cox are the other ones. So we would have loved to have seen Micah Parsons on there, but I mean that's not exactly.
Oh, we want to beat them at their best. Carm.
Wow. That level of integrity deserves a high five. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, win's a win.
Beat them at their best.
Yes,
I mean,
Lawrence,
come on.
but Braggs has got the higher bar on this one.
I prefer they just play all the practice squad guys.
Right. Showing more integrity. Like last week when I said you don't score at the end, I'm Bill Belichick. Me and the Floose
You were right.
held the standard. And you saw at the end of the Bulls game where the guy stole it from.
That guy. That was.
So if you didn't like that,
That's
then
not the same.
it is the exact same.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Bulls players, he got the ball stolen as they're dribbling the clock out. Who was it? He stole it
Was
on
this
purpose.
last night?
It was
No,
Dalen
this
Terry.
he's
Dalen Terry, that's
referencing Wednesday night against the Pacers, which is kind of amazing. But Dalen Terry was dribbling it out, and rookie Dalen Terry, and I forget which Indiana Pacer
The
ripped.
rookie from Arizona.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
Matherin.
Arizona teammate.
Yeah,
Matherin.
right. Ripped it from him as he's standing at half court. That's not
And
the
then
same.
dunked it. And then they all
No,
yelled
then
at him. That's
Terry,
exactly
Terry,
why.
Terry went down and fouled him. It was bizarre.
Right.
Why are we okay?
Weren't the
But
Patriots
'Cause the
losing?
point
Or the
is-
Pacers losing?
the Pacers were losing.
Game was
Right.
over. Yeah, game was
That's-
over.
So Terry
That's
was
different. The Bears were winning.
It's not different.
It is.
Just-
It's totally
You
different.
run the clock out. Both
I-
teams do. The
you're-
game is over.
The Bulls were running the clock out. That's like saying that the Patriots went in
All right,
and
fine. It's different. Moving on.
Thank you. I mean, like good, like
There's my I was right, I was wrong.
There we go.
I'll
I was
save
right, I
that
was
for
wrong.
this.
Hey, I want to tell you about our friends at Pins and Aces, the official golf apparel
We went off
partner
track again.
of CHGO. I know some people playing golf today, actually.
I think we should play this week.
Ooh, I like that idea. We love our Pins and Aces gear. Get tons of compliments on and off the course. They are family-owned golf and apparel business. They make amazing polos, hats, golf bags, and my favorite, the beer sleeve, an innovative product that allows you to store 7 beers right inside your golf bag and keep drinks cold the entire round. Just put them in the sleeve, slips right in like a club would in your golf bag. Check out pinsandaces.com. Use code CHGO to receive 15% off your first order and get free shipping. That's pinsandaces.com.
All right, I'm about to get yelled at again, but I don't know what I'm supposed to read here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
All that time before the show.
Too busy grinding tape.
All that time
I mean,
to give us
the-
that Noah Brown is somebody we
the
need to worry
traffic
about
log
today.
says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today is Sunday.
Well, there's a good thing. It's a good thing that we have our friends at Foco.
Thank you. I love Foco. I'm so glad.
Yeah, you love Foco.
10% off, baby.
You love
They
Foco.
got
You
the
love Noah
hoodies.
Brown.
They got the bobbleheads. You didn't like my Noah Brown?
What's that?
You didn't like my Noah Brown?
I had to Google him real quick, and I was surprised to find out he has like 20-something catches
Thank
this year.
go.
Could play for the Bears with those numbers.
Okay.
Look, Chicago, we already got you the best coverage for your favorite teams, but now you got to get fitted out with the best sports gear around. Foco has you covered from Soldier Field to the front room, north or south side. Hoodies, slippers, signs, bobbleheads, everything in between. Get decked out like DeMar with apparel from the leader in sports merch and collectibles. Foco, looking for the perfect gift for the football fan in your life. Foco's got you covered with hoodies to fight that Lake Michigan breeze. Check out Foco.com. Click the link in the description below for all non-presale items. Use the promo code CHGO for 10%.
Get your hoodie on for the tailgate next Sunday. Ravi, you better be there, buddy. I want to see you.
Oh,
Guys yelling at me in the comments about that I dropped
he
the ball in the
should.
read.
You should. You should.
Get your Foco hoodie. Come on out.
That was a Amir Smith-Marset moment right there for you.
I might get a jersey now that you keep on. I might go Smith Marset.
Oh, I can't wait for the tailgate next week. It's been a long time. The schedule's been weird recently with the back-to-back night games, the Thursday game, the bye week, mini bye week. It wasn't even a real bye week.
We're back in rhythm now.
Back in a noon setting. It feels good. I think we should get to our props
Definitely.
bet.
Getting close to kickoff.
Bets, prop bets. as we get closer to kickoff here. Of course, these are from our friends at DraftKings. Use that code CHGO with DraftKings. I'm going first drive. Right away. First drive, hit it or not. But I like the Bears to move the football a little bit and then stall out like they tend to do, kick a field goal. They don't even have to make it. If the first drive results in a field goal attempt, it is plus 350. I like those odds. Feels good. Rolling with it.
So the Cowboys are great at getting to the quarterback, but they give up a lot of yards on the ground. This feels like free money to me, which is scary, but I will take Khalil Herbert and the over on 38.5 yards. Let's go two-back attack. I was debating. Montgomery was at 47.5. I thought about that. I like either of them, but I went with Herbert because it's 9 yards less. And Khalil Herbert, you're getting 40-plus yards today. You're getting 60 yards today, Khalil. Let's go. Minus 105. Khalil Herbert, I got you.
Khalil Herbert was really good to me last week on DraftKings.
So I'm going with a little trickier one. Obviously, I'm always giving away Kari Blasingame, who's at plus 2,800, by the way, if we're going to
Anytime
continue.
touchdown?
Anytime touchdown for Kari Blasingame. I always give that away. But I'm trying to, put a little more effort into this
Try
segment.
not to make people lose money.
No, because we're going to hit on it eventually. Whatever, Mark. You don't have to be a believer. But you did some, research this
Blassie
morning.
believer?
Yeah.
A Blassie believer.
A Blassie believer. Let me get through this. So this is
Blasphemer. That is
right.
not hit. That's not hitting this year. I hope
right.
it does. Keep going. Sorry.
Listen, so what I'm trying to say is I did a little more research than just Kari Blasingame for the people to try to make them some money. And it was interesting because I wanted to do the over-under total points for the Bears and Cowboys in the second half because the Bears are averaging on defense only giving up 5 points per game in the second half the whole season, and the Cowboys are giving up 6 points per game in the second half all season. Two very good teams defensively in the second half, but on DraftKings, the second half over-under total was locked before we started this show, so they were even on to what I was trying to cook. So what I'm trying to say is I decided to go with the third quarter, take the under. It's set at 9. Might have changed, not sure, but right now it's set at 9. And maybe you'll make some money because I think both teams have come out well in the third quarter defensively and then expect maybe a little more scoring in the fourth quarter to try to win a game.
I don't hate the play, but I also have a feeling right now that when the Bears get the ball to start the third quarter, Justin Fields is going to lead them down the field right and punch it into the end zone for the Bears to take the lead.
Well, that's still under 9. So they can score a touchdown. As long as it stays under 9 total, you're going to make some money.
Okay.
Then also put 10 on Kari Blasingame.
There you go.
Sawbuck on the Blasingame, like it.
All right, and then our predictions for the game. I think it's going to happen. It's a
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
clean
Who are these guys?
sweep for the Cowboys. I will say, though, Braggs and I have the Bears covering. You don't, Carm. Explain yourself.
I don't. I'm honestly leaning mostly on human nature right now. You beat the Patriots. That's a huge win. That's a Super Bowl feeling type of win for this Bears team. You then went out and traded one of the locker room leaders, respected vet, and I get it, and it makes total sense, and congratulations to Ryan Poles, but in the immediate, I don't think it's great for this week. You also have a Cowboys defense that, as we underlined, causes a lot of problems, and the Bears' offensive line is in some trouble. So just boil it all together. Short week, throw that in there too. I'm picking the Cowboys to not only win but also to cover 27-16.
Yeah, I'm not taking the Bears to win, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong. By all means, I see a path to victory that the Bears can make. I just don't think it's going to happen. The Cowboys, in my opinion, are Super Bowl contenders. It's at their house. Maybe, the tide would have changed if it had been in Chicago, but it's in Dallas. Not saying that's some raucous crowd over there, and I know a lot of Bears fans are going to show up today. So I think it'll be close, 26-24, and I think it's going to be one of those games, like Adam said, where we come away feeling pretty good about it. I know everyone freaks out when we bring up moral victory stuff, but, this is a rebuilding year, And the fact that they're even got our ears perked up for the opportunity to move to 4-4, potentially be tied or move ahead of Green Bay because they play the Bills, and that seems like a for sure loss for them. It's interesting. This is as interesting as a game as I can remember in the last few years. Yes, the 49ers game to start the year had a lot of hype and anticipation, but this game just feels different expectation-wise because I want to see if they can double down on the performance they put out on Monday Night Football. But it's a short week. Like Mark said, the defensive line and the offensive line have both lost depth since Monday. So those are big factors when you're, in the game and trying to win in the trenches. So I just don't see it. Bears lose a close one, 26-24. Cowboys walk it off with a field goal.
I'm surprised how many people think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. Because I'm more on the lots of field goals side of things with that 19-16 score I predicted. But I'll tell you what, the three of us didn't pick the Bears. Go check out allchgo.com, though. Nick, Bears, 27. Cowboys, 24.
Go Nick.
He's going with the Bears.
I like Nick more than I like
going
myself.
with the Bears?
Who?
Corey Wooten.
Oh, with the
Bears, 28. Cowboys, 20.
What did Head of Content say?
Bears, 23. Cowboys,
He's running.
20.
Kevin?
He's all over the Bears.
Oh, okay,
Let's
Kevin.
go, Kevin.
Okay,
We're
Kevin.
rooting for you guys. We're not,
Hey,
we're
listen,
not rooting for our
I want to read what
picks.
Corey said, though.
Yeah, okay.
It says they shocked the world in Jerry World. This past win against the Patriots gave the Bears confidence they can play a complete game. Dak isn't 100%. It showed last week. The Bears will knock out the run. Wow. And get some of those design blitzes with Roquan and Brisker to help aid the lack of pressure. Getsy will follow up with another great play calling day to take the pressure off the offensive line and Justin Fields. I'm surprised he's bullish on them stopping the run today because Woot's been not happy with the run defense.
That is a bold Woot
But it was a lot better last week against the Patriots.
from start to finish. Well, look, in my further inspection of the Cowboy tape, I'm not as frightened by Dallas, but they're just solid. They do a lot of things well, but there's not a lot of. I don't see a ton of spectacular outside of their pass rush and Micah in general. So I don't. It could happen. It obviously could happen.
Well,
but let me just say this, and I'll stop talking.
Oh, you're good.
There are 15 teams in the NFL right now that are within one game of 500. Okay, if the Bears do what Woot and Nick are predicting, the narrative around this team and it changes dramatically if they win this game today.
100%, especially if they win it in the fashion they did Monday night against the Patriots. Shadow Master MC is saying, y'all giving the Cowboys too much credit. They can't stop the run, and that is the interesting aspect. They give up like 120 or 130 yards a game
117.
on the ground.
Yep.
117. Thank you, Mark. You did the research, and I appreciate that. And and the Bears are number one in the league rushing the ball. So that's a big, X factor. The Bears can control the time of possession if they can stick to that recipe. Like I said, I can see a path in which the Bears can win, but I'm going to take the home team today. I'm sorry, everyone. I mean, if we want, we don't have to, beat our chests over our picks because I could care less if I'm right or wrong. But there is a certain someone on this panel that's leading the CHGO team.
And it ain't me.
Year.
It's definitely not me. My 2-5 record.
I'm in first.
You are not. You are not.
Oh yeah, right. You are.
That's right.
That's right.
This guy. And I picked the Bears to beat the Packers, so you guys all should have had that one on.
Am I in Susan second? Am I around you?
I don't know.
That's
I'm
kind
only
of annoying.
worried about first. I don't look in the rear view mirror.
If you ain't first,
I
you
only
last.
look ahead. If you ain't first, you're last. If you
Well
ain't
said.
sloth,
Hey,
you ain't shit.
a preview for the post-game show, too, because we were going to touch on it in pregame, but it's been such a spirited pregame show we didn't get to it. Trade deadline is coming up in 2 days, and we will, in addition to be talking about hopefully a Bears win, just take a little look at what
You don't
might
want to do
be
that,
with.
you want to do that on the hour-long podcast we have tomorrow?
Yeah, or Tuesday on the trade deadline day.
Listen, I like to be ahead of the curve. We're not talking. We're not making our predictions on trade deadline day after it happens. Yes, we'll continue.
That's before the deadline.
Yeah, but this is going to be an ongoing topic. There could be a trade tonight. We will be talking about that, or at least I will.
Jack, start Justin Fields. I made the mistake already this morning. Do it. We're out of here. We'll talk to you.
Mask
Put your
on.
Batman mask on.
I
Put
and
your
the
threw it.
properly.
Be a
It's
team player.
I threw it earlier.
Where did you throw it?
You are not stapled
it?
to that chair. We are ending the show in solidarity.
Let's go Bears.
Let's
go Bears.
Dallas sucks.
Dallas sucks.
Yes.
What are you?
Yes.
I just wore my wig from yesterday. It's
Nice. See?
orange.
Somebody
What
else
was
came.
yesterday?
Bears orange.
Sing the song, Braggs.
Yeah,
Ariel.
right there.
Maybe it's Ariel.
I'm Ariel.
Bear down.
Okay.
Ba-doo-doo-doo.
All right, post games after right when the game's over. Come back here at CHGO. We'll have the post game for
love you.
Break it all
Let's go,
down.
Bears.
Follow Nick from the field. We'll talk to you later.